Some roads don't lead you home. They lead you to the end. It was past midnight. 4 friends were driving home from a party. The highway stretched out, dark and empty. Nothing but broken streetlights flickering overhead. Ryan had both hands on the wheel. Sarah scrolled through her dead phone. Jason and Emily argued in the back seat about music. The GPS froze. Static cut across the screen. Then, without warning, it rerouted. A thin blue line pointed them to a side road. Jason leaned forward. Shortcut. Sarah shook her head. No, don't stay on the highway. Ryan smirked. He was tired, impatient. He turned the wheel. The car jolted onto cracked asphalt. The road narrowed. No streetlights, no houses, just trees, pressing closer and closer. The air grew colder. Frost crept across the windows. Jason rubbed his arms. Why is it freezing? Emily whispered. Feels like we shouldn't be here. Ryan forced a laugh. Relax, it's just a road. But even he noticed. The radio was gone. Every station, nothing but static. Then the headlights revealed it. A rusted sign, bent sideways, letters scratched and broken. Sarah leaned forward, reading the words out loud. Dead End Road. Silence filled the car. Jason laughed nervously. Probably just a street name. Ryan's jaw tightened. Or a warning. The forest pressed in. Branches swayed without wind. The engine hummed like it was struggling to move forward. Emily pressed her face to the window. The trees. They're moving. Ryan snapped. Stop it. But then he saw it too. A figure flashed across the headlights. Pale, thin, its head twisted at an angle. No human neck should bend. Limbs bent backwards. Sarah screamed. Stop! Ryan slammed the brakes. Tires screeched. The car skidded. For one split second, they all saw it. A thing standing in the middle of the road. Wrong, broken, waiting. And then gone. Silence, only their breathing. Jason whispered, that was a person. Sarah's voice shook. No, that wasn't human. Emily's eyes watered. It looked like it was waiting for us. Ryan's knuckles turned white on the wheel. His voice barely a whisper. We keep going. The road stretched on, endless. The GPS screen, blank. Behind them, the darkness swallowed everything. And the 4 friends had no idea. They had just taken the wrong turn onto Dead End Road. The car sat in darkness. The forest pressed in from every side. 4 friends stared at the crooked house ahead. One light flickered weakly in a window. Sarah shook her head. We're not going in. Jason forced a laugh. What's the alternative? Sit here all night? Emily's voice trembled. We shouldn't have taken this road. Ryan stepped out first. The gravel crunched under his boots, loud in the silent night. He reached for the porch railing. Rotten wood snapped under his fingers. Sarah followed, holding Emily close. Jason trailed, muttering under his breath. The front door, slightly open, just a crack. No wind pushed it. It was waiting. Ryan pushed it. The hinges moaned, a long, groaning sound echoing through the trees. The door swung wide. Inside, the smell hit them first. Mold, rot, something sour, almost like blood. Dust floated in the beam of Ryan's flashlight. Wallpaper peeled in long strips. Furniture was broken, overturned. A chair leaned on 2 legs. A shattered mirror reflected their faces in jagged shards. Then they saw the scratches. Claw marks gouged into the walls. Deep, angry lines. Some old, some fresh. Sarah whispered, something's been here. Emily trembled. Something still is. Jason wandered further in. It's just animals, raccoons. Maybe a stray dog. But the words scrawled into the wall stopped him cold. Written over the claw marks, dark and crusted. Leave before midnight. Ryan's hand shook as he raised the flashlight. Another message appeared, carved freshly into the wood. No one leaves. The air grew colder. Their breaths fogged. A floorboard creaked, not from their weight. Something else moved. Sarah grabbed Ryan's arm. "We're leaving." She tried the door. It was gone. The wood had fused with the frame. Then, whispers. Soft at first, calling their names: Emily, Sarah, Jason, Ryan. Emily's voice cracked.
"Did you hear that?"
Jason's bravado vanished. "Nobody knows we're here." Ryan's throat went dry. "We have to keep moving." The flashlight flickered. Shadows stretched across the hallway. Something moved at the far end. Too fast, too thin. Head twisted at a wrong angle. Gone in a blink. Emily screamed. The flashlight died. Darkness swallowed them whole. The whispers became laughter. Sarah's voice trembled. "This isn't a house. It's a trap." And for the first time, all four friends realized the house was alive. The laughter came first. Low, broken, jagged, not human. Emily screamed. Ryan slapped the flashlight until it flickered back to life. The walls, they had changed. They were closer, warped, covered in fresh scratches that seemed to bleed in the weak light. The whispers began, faint at first, then louder. Hundreds of voices all overlapping, calling their names in tones that were wrong, childish, guttural, their own voices echoing back at them. Jason swung the broken chair leg wildly. "Stay back. Stay the hell back." Ryan stepped forward, trembling. The beam caught something, a thin, crooked shape crawling along the ceiling. Its head twisted, jerking unnaturally, then vanished. The whispers surged, then cut to silence. Emily's sobs faded. She gasped, but the sound, it wasn't hers. Someone else spoke through her. Sarah grabbed her. "Emily, please," Jason muttered, voice cracking. "It's not real. It's not real." The flashlight flickered. When it steadied, the hallway had stretched impossibly long. Doors appeared on both sides. Too many doors. More than the house should hold. The whispers came from every crack, every crevice, every door. Scratching, knocking, begging voices. "Don't leave me. Help me. I can't breathe." Jason twisted a doorknob. Inside, another hallway. The same hallway. He staggered back, pale. "It's the same. It's the same." Ryan's flashlight caught something at the far end. A figure stood, thin, tall, arms dangling too far down, head tilted, listening. When the beam steadied, it was gone. The whispers returned, louder, circling them. The walls groaned. Dust rained from the ceiling. Emily collapsed, hands over her ears, screaming words that weren't hers. Her eyes rolled back. Her mouth stretched wide. 1,000 voices poured out of her. Sarah dragged her up, sobbing. Jason slammed the chair into a door. Behind it, endless black. He stumbled back. "It's not real. It's not real." The whispers hushed. Silence, then footsteps, slow, heavy, coming from everywhere. Ryan's flashlight caught it. Shadows stretching, filling the corridor. It didn't walk. It swayed. Limbs jerking, head snapping side to side. Sarah screamed, "Run!" They bolted. Emily between them, Jason stumbling. The hallway repeated endlessly. Their own footsteps echoed against the walls. Behind them, dragging footsteps. Jason tripped. Ryan yanked him up. The whispers screamed, deafening. Doors blurred past. The ceiling warped. Dust and splinters rained down. Ahead, a faint light. A door. They lunged toward it. Jason smashed it. Black. Endless black. The whispers howled. The door burst open. They fell into a room. The door slammed shut behind them. Silence. The flashlight returned. Small square room. Dusty floor. Broken furniture. No windows. Only one door. From the other side, the whispers began. Again, soft, patient, calling their names. And they realized they weren't alone, not even close. The room pressed in on them. Four walls too close. Ceiling sagging. the stench of rotten, damp earth choking every breath. The whispers beyond the door grew softer, almost playful, like the house was toying with them. Sarah clutched Emily, rocking, whispering nonsense to keep her calm. Jason sat frozen, knuckles white around the broken chair leg, staring at the door like it was alive. Ryan paced, flashlight shaking. There has to be another way out. He kicked at rotten boards. Nothing, just decay. The room was sealed, except for the door, and none of them wanted to open it. Emily's lips moved silently again. Her eyes rolled back, showing only white. Her hands clawed at the floor. Sarah screamed, "Stop! Please stop!" Emily's body stiffened, then snapped violently. Her scream wasn't hers. It was Jason's voice echoing perfectly through the room. Jason scrambled back, dropping the chair leg. His own scream caught in his throat. The whispers on the other side of the door shifted. Not names anymore. Laughter, low, guttural, dozens of voices mocking, waiting. Then the floor groaned. Deep, heavy. Something pulled downward. Emily's body slid across the boards, dragged by invisible hands. She screamed in Sarah's voice this time, clawing at them. Sarah and Ryan tried to hold her, but the boards split wide. She was gone. The gap sealed instantly, boards knitting back together. Dust rose, silence. Only 3 remained. Sarah fell to her knees, wailing. Ryan backed into the wall, shaking. Jason muttered, glassy-eyed, "She's gone. We can't get out." The door creaked, slowly, deliberately. The knob twisted. They froze. The door inched open, and Jason stepped through. His footsteps pounded into the hallway, then vanished. Silence. Then faintly, his voice. "I found a way out." Hope surged, then froze. The voice was wrong. Too smooth, layered. "Ryan." "Sarah, hurry." The knob turned. The door burst open. Jason stood there, grinning, eyes empty, jaw slack, skin pale, stretched, neck twisted unnaturally. His voice, layered with dozens of others, said, "Come with me." Sarah screamed. Ryan slammed the door. Nothing pushed back. Only laughter. The walls groaned, ceiling bowing. Ryan grabbed Sarah. "We have to move, now." His beam caught a trapdoor in the corner, rusted, hidden under broken boards. He pulled it open. Stairs descended into pitch black. Sarah shook her head. "Not down. Please, not down." The walls pressed closer, ceiling groaning. Ryan dragged her toward the stairs. The trapdoor slammed shut above them. The stairs groaned under their weight. The air stank worse. Whispers followed, closer, louder. Stone walls lined with hundreds of carved faces, mouths open in silent screams. Sarah clutched Ryan. "We're never getting out." "We're next." Ryan shook his head, trembling. "We keep moving. We'll find a way." At the bottom, the tunnel stretched endlessly. The whispers poured from every carved mouth. Some called their names. Some begged. Some just laughed. Ryan realized. They hadn't escaped. They had gone deeper. The tunnel stretched endlessly. Damp stone walls glistening in Ryan's trembling flashlight beam. Each carved face seemed to turn as they passed, eyes hollow, mouths frozen mid-scream. The whispers bled from the mouths, crawling into their ears. Sarah clutched Ryan's arm, shaking. I can't go any further." Ryan's throat was dry. "Chest tight. There's no going back. We keep moving." The whispers grew louder, layering over each other, a storm of voices. Some mocked, some cried. Some repeated the same phrase over and over. "Stay. Stay. Stay." Then a faint light ahead. Pale, cold, pulsing. A pool of water, perfectly still, reflecting nothing. The whispers hushed as if holding their breath. Sarah backed away. "No, I'm not going near it." Ryan stepped forward. The beam caught the reflections in the water. Not their own. Twisted faces stared back. Hollow eyes. Skin stretched, mouths moving, whispering his name. He stumbled back. Shadows moved along the chamber walls. Figures emerged from the darkness. Tall, thin, limbs too long. Heads snapped at impossible angles. Faces blank, except for dozens of mouths, whispering their names simultaneously. Sarah screamed, "Run!" The ground shook. Dust rained from the ceiling. The figures circled closer, jerking unnaturally. The flashlight flickered, then died. Darkness swallowed them whole. Sarah's scream cut off suddenly. Ryan shouted her name. Hands grasped only air. Laughter of 1,000 voices echoed in his skull. Something cold touched his shoulder. He froze. Slowly, he turned. The shape loomed taller than him. Arms dangling, mouths opening and closing all over its body, whispering his name. Ryan screamed. The mouths stretched wider. Swallowed his scream. Morning. The road was empty again. Crooked sign leaned in the dirt. Dead end. Road rusted, broken. The house sat still. Windows boarded, porch sagging. No car, no laughter. No voices, only silence. Locals whispered warnings. Travelers who took that road never returned. Only the whispers remained, waiting, because no one leaves Dead End Road. Subscribe for more chilling horror stories every day. Comment below if you've ever encountered something you can't explain.